It's only been 3 weeks since our last action in the world of football, and now we're back to do it all again for the 2020-2021 football season, and we're kicking off from a very unusual place. For the first ever 7Chaos channel premiere, it's Manchester United vs Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup, and it's live. 2020 continues to be a very strange year, as we are just 3 weeks removed from the epic Champions League final that Manchester United won by 3-1 against Paris Saint-Germain. Here at the Stadion Europa, competitive football is back, and we do it all again from a very unusual place and starting point. Welcome to our first ever coverage of the UEFA Super Cup match between Manchester United and the Europa League winners Sevilla. So, this is a first for this channel, our first ever coverage of the UEFA Super Cup. It's a one-off match between the previous winners of the Europa League and Champions League in the UEFA kind of competitions. Manchester United, of course, winning the Champions League, and Sevilla winning the Europa League. So this is obviously a thing that has been going on for quite some time, but this is the first time we, on this channel, are going to be actually covering it. Manchester United's lineup this evening. David De Gea will start in goal. It's Wan-Bissaka by Lindelof and Alec Telles with Van de Beek and Pogba. And the front midfield is Lingard with Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. Mason Greenwood is up top by himself for the moment. We'll expect Rashford and Fernandes to come either side of him. Sevilla, their lineup. Benitez in goal. Navas with Koundé, Diego Carlos and Acuna. And their midfield is Jordan and Fernando, with Ivan Rakitic, formerly of Barcelona. Suso, Ocampos and Luke de Jong have all been nemesises for Manchester United in the past. And what an irony that we talk about that, because this very team was the same team that knocked Manchester United out of the Champions League 2 seasons ago in Gregg Popovich's first season as Manchester United head coach. And he is somewhat unexpectedly entering his 4th as of next week. And as we've probably had to discuss a couple of times, these two are going to have to make the most of it, because it will be the only pre-season action these two teams have due to the late start to the leagues around the world this year. And that won't count for just United, that's almost everywhere as well. And even the ones that were cancelled, like League One, will obviously be starting late as well. So we're not totally devoid of pre-season action, as earlier this afternoon, and wait a minute, we've got a chance here for Rakitic and he's off wide. But earlier this afternoon, back in England, we had the FA Community Shield match between Arsenal and Liverpool, the league winners versus the FA Cup winners, as you know. And earlier this afternoon, that played out to a 1-1 draw at the end of regulation time, and went through to a penalty shootout that Arsenal triumphed over the Liverpool by 5 penalties to 4. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty much going to be the same kind of rule set here should we have a draw at the end of this match. This is the pinnacle of teams in Europe, so I think we can expect goals as Mason Greenwood tries to get round his man. Well, Gregg Popovich, what a story. Still, he has been able out of nowhere to enter his 4th season as head coach of Manchester United after extensive talks with the board the night after the Champions League final. Discussions were had, and they have decided to activate an extension to Popovich's contract for 1 more season at the least. Here's Mason Greenwood, and that's the first chance for United tonight. So Popovich has not left football just yet. As we all know, at the end of the Premier League last season, Popovich announced that he would be stepping down, but following the Champions League final, discussions were had, and he's not going anywhere yet. It would have been rather unfair, as Popovich didn't really get to fulfill the obligations of his contract due to the national lockdown earlier this year. But also, it is a surprise in that regard, considering Manchester United's Premier League form was nothing short of below Manchester United standards, honestly. But the signings of Bruno Fernandes, Alec Telles and Donny van der Beek in particular complete their change their season around after the lockdown and at the beginning of Project Restart. Manchester United really did look on fire under Coach Pop after that. So all really needed was some reinforcements as Rakitic forces safe from De Gea. And that's not the last of the reinforcements. Many signings have been made by Coach Popovich in the last 3 weeks. Most notably, of course, Matthias de Ligt for the centre-back position and Edison Cavani for striker. Others include Trojan Hazard, Amad Diallo, and Amad Traore, and Diego Carlos is headed wide there. So many signings have been made for Coach Pop. And thankfully, he's kept most of his core players like Timothy Fuso-Mensah and Marcus Rojo. Andreas Pereira has been sent out on loan again. We say again because he's been sent out on loan many times. And that's the same case for Jimmy Garner as well. Lingard. He's got the better of his man. He's got nowhere to go. He'll pass it back to Mason Greenwood. Oh, that's a good save by the keeper. That is a great save. Sevilla definitely are no pushovers in this matchup. They have been a bit of a nemesis for Manchester United in the past, as we said earlier. Here's Navas. And this was a wonderful ball in. Ocampos. Did he get there? He might have done, you know. Lingard poking it through to Bruno Fernandes. He's poking it through to Mason Greenwood. And it is shut down. That attack there from United. De Jong. It's a great tackle by Eric Bailly. Popovich desperately trying everything in his power to try and make sure he stays fit. It's been a problem for him in his career. Rashford picks out Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes has gone down. No foul given. And that is cleared away. And out for a United throw, which Lindelof will take right now. That is to Pogba. And to Beek. Van der Beek just a little overhit towards Fernandes. Telles. By Van der Beek. Van der Beek says to away Jesse Lingard. Is he going to pick out Mason Greenwood? Is Greenwood going to be onside? The answer is yes. Van der Beek. Oh. And some wonderful football there. Coach Popovich football is still in effect here. And it almost came away with another goal for Van der Beek. – 23 minutes gone, and this game is very even thus far. I would say Sevilla probably a little bit better, the better side. And just a little sloppy with their passing. Only a little. There's De Jong. He's going to get cut out by Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes, Greenwood. And well read by Diego Carlos, because I think United would have been away there. Once a couple of passes come off for United, a string start happening. In typical Gregg Popovich football fashion. I'm so glad that he's here still. He has really developed a following amongst not just Manchester United fans, but football fans in general, even other clubs fans are really fond of the way Coach Pop has turned things around at Old Trafford, and now they are UEFA Champions League champions for a third time in their history. Pogba. And I think it's great that the board and players really did come out after that night and wanted Popovich to say, really give him a final finished product. Susau. Popovich, some would say, probably has a semi-final curse on him at the moment. Seems to get to a semi-final and then it all seems to fall apart. But the Champions League final paid to all of that. And it's a wonderful pass from Pogba. And Fernandes just couldn't get settled there. What a wonderful pass. And Bissaka, was there any real need to hit that? Campos on now, there's a great passage of play here. Bissaka's back to defend. It's fallen through to De Jong, and it's a good save by David De Gea. And Bissaka has to clear it. That was good pressure there by Sevilla. Bissaka had to put it out for throw. Kunen's going to take. There's a Campos and Rakitic, formerly of Barcelona. The interception there by Juan Bissaka, but Campos has come up with it. And Rakitic is going to hit it straight at Lindelof. Kunen's got the better of Jesse Lingard. By a great header away. But Sevilla keeping the ball still. And calls for offside against Jordan, and it's given. Well, it was great defending there by United, Eric Bailly in particular there. And Jordan is a long way offside there. With the new VAR colours, I don't think we need VAR to decipher that one. Here is Juan Bissaka on the Beek. Trying to go over the top. Kuna. Fernandes had the beating of Van der Beek there. De Jong. Persisted by Lindelof. Wonderfully done. Fernandes got in the head of Fernandes. Rakitic, blocked by Bailly and cleared by Bailly, but still Sevilla keep the ball here. Lindelof was lucky not to make contact with the man there. And good pestering there by United, good take by De Gea. Great at defending, but very sloppy with the ball. And away goes Lingard. He tried to pick out Fernandes. Referee is looking to play advantage Sevilla. Van der Beek. Just struggling to keep the ball in the last few minutes. Mason Greenwood. Still Mason Greenwood. On the ball, Lingard. Van der Beek. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Straight to the keeper. And that's one of the best chances United have created, but the keeper's really playing well. 1 minute of added on time. It's heaved away again by Sevilla. Couple of times that's happened. Well, it's not been the spectacle in terms of goals in this first half, but there definitely have been chances. I think United have had the better of them since they've actually forced the keeper into a save. David De Gea's save's been rather comfortable to gather up. That is the end of the first half then. In our first ever Super Cup match, unfortunately, we don't have any goals to bring to you. All the action has been in a pretty congested midfield. United have had the better chances, but Sevilla have had more of the ball. At the break, Manchester United 0, Sevilla 0 in this UEFA Super Cup match. Hello and welcome back to the Stadio Europa for the second half here in this one of two pre-season games we will see all season. And of course, with the Manchester United being involved in this match and with the late start to the leagues, That's why this match has been brought somewhat forward from its original date. Its original date had already surpassed this, of course. Marcus Rashford. There's a lot of space on the left here to run at. Paul Pogba is going to keep the ball nicely. Bruno Fernandes, 1-0. And Manchester United score again. And they score first. Bruno Fernandes. And Manchester United quick out of the blocks. Gregg Popovich football is back in town. Manchester United had the lead in the UEFA Super Cup. Wonderful play here from Pogba. Found Fernandes wide open. 1-0. The result is inevitable. Bruno Fernandes has been a revelation since coming over from Sporting Lisbon. Gregg Popovich has picked a diamond and he knows it. He was very influential in Manchester United's climb to third in the league and the Champions League win. And now he's scoring again in the UEFA Super Cup. Manchester United 1, Sevilla 0. It won't be the end of the goals, we hope. But Gregg Popovich will be hoping that Sevilla don't get one of them next. And that's a good start to your 4th season as head coach of Manchester United, in a season where United keep getting better and better. But their league form has certainly been a problem for Popovich, let's say. It's not been something he's been able to grasp. De Jong's going to force a save out of De Gea. Very much a cup competition man, Coach Popovich, which is very unusual, considering the cause of the fact that during his San Antonio Spurs days, back in the NBA, a positive winning season records, had to contend with playoffs and condensed schedules pretty much all season long, but he always made a name for himself out there. But since coming into football, the league has definitely been a difference that Popovich hasn't really been able to grasp yet. But he's getting there, and his squad really looks ready to take the mantle this year with the signings he's made. Wonderful play there by Wan-Bissaka. United just content to keep the ball. They've spent a bit of time off it, Manchester United, but wonderful play there by Greenwood. And now Bruno Fernandes is in again! 2-0! It's that man again, he just can't stop. Bruno Fernandes makes it 2-0. And now the players are really looking sharp. Fatigue and match fitness won't be as much of an excuse this time. We've only had 3 weeks off, but there's no rust on Manchester United. The Champions League winners are taking a commanding lead against Sevilla in the ultimate form of revenge. In some way, Coach Popovich is redeeming himself against Sevilla. 2 for United, 2 for Fernandes. Manchester United 2, Sevilla 0. Well, what a sparkling night it has been in the second half for United. They've really come out of the block swinging now. Sevilla have it all to do in the final 35 minutes of this match. Manchester United have a lead that they don't look like relinquishing anytime soon. And this is even in their full strength squad. All of the signings are back, waiting for the Premier League to begin. It's a wonderful ball. Suits out. Alex Telles. Tremendous as always. Telles and Fernandes and Van der Beek have made all the difference here. And here is Fernandes. Here is Lingard. A little slow. Wan-Bissaka picking out the wrong pass. Pogba. Van der Beek. Fernandes. Greenwood. Greenwood holds it up nicely. Mason Greenwood, and he forces a save. Popovich rounding his troops, telling him to keep pushing. And it's not the greatest shot Mason Greenwood's ever taken, but he'll certainly take that as he's forced a corner. Fernandes will take it. It's going to be into Pogba. Oh, it's a great save by the keeper, Bono. That is a great save and a great header from Pogba. Fernandes to Pogba, that was textbook. Wasn't really a directional header, which made it a little bit easier for the keeper, but it does result in another corner. And United are moving through the gears now. They want to grab this game by the scruff of the neck and send it home. Fernandes into Lindelof this time. And I think it might be another corner. Well, very much like Bruno Fernandes ever since he came over. A handful for defenders. And he's writing a story all his own. It's a goal kick. As opposed to the corner we originally thought. So it came off Lindelof as he was in swinging for the corner. By such a passionate and tough customer in defence. Gregg Popovich has really found a use for him. He just wishes that Bailly would stay fit, and I think that's why Matthias Legit is going to be so important this season for United. Their problem has been conceding goals. That's a penalty, and that was a very careless challenge by Fernando. And it's going to be a very costly one if Bruno Fernandes can get this penalty in here. And that was very careless. And Olivier Torres will be coming on for Jordan as he goes off. Bruno Fernandes here. Oh, he's put it over. Usually so prolific. Oh, I think that was just hit too high by Fernandes. I think he was. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't think he can really blame the pitch. It seemed to be hit so sweetly, and then it just drifted. As long as Manchester United don't get complacent, they should be fine. Good take by De Gea. Well sought. Bit of a mix-up there. And Ocampos is going to be well onside. And Eric Bailly throws himself at it and it's a penalty the other way. Eric Bailly with handball. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. Let's see. Bailly. Yeah. I don't think there can be any complaints about that. I don't think Bailly intended to do that, but it hit his hand, and now I think it's Luke de Jong here against David De Gea. It's a Campos actually. And he puts it in, 2-1. And nothing De Gea could do. Eric Bailly was a bit careless there. But I think it was the right decision. And Sevilla trying to make a game of it here. I think De Gea was rather bamboozled by the fact that Ocampos, he really thought he was going left. Well played by Ocampos, to be fair. Really had De Gea fooled. And penalties are majority mind games, and Ocampos has won that. And will Manchester United be ruining that penalty missed by Fernandes? It's 2-1 and the game is back on. Well, Fernandes has been prolific from the spot in his time. But right there, he didn't look at all comfortable. I don't think it'll deter Gregg Popovich from using him though. And Lingard almost accepting the fact he was offside there. He's not offside by much. Carlos with the free kick. Headed forward by Bailly and picked up by Greenwood. It's almost like Greenwood didn't trust himself to make a run there. Nando. He's found Suso, you know. And he's found Alec Telles. Telles has been impeccable so far, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka's not done too bad either. With De Jong. Oh, wonderful play. Ocampos! Saved by De Gea. And Campos is offside. Wonderful play there from Rakitic. That was wonderfully done. And Sevilla's best passage of play for the night, except the fact that it was offside. Oh, and Torres is and what was De Gea doing? That was not the best kick he's ever taken. Here's De Jong. Campos. And it went through past Bailly and saved by De Gea. And another offside call. This time Susau. Again, looks like the right decision. I think it was Campos that was actually back onside there. And maybe that was a better opportunity overall. It's a much better kick by David De Gea. Olivier Torres. And Campos is offside again. Sevilla can't really time their runs at the moment. Gregg Popovich is turning to the bench. Jesse Lingard is coming off for Anthony Martial, and Odi Nigalo is coming on for Mason Greenwood. So Mason Greenwood has been pulled, and that's not usually happened under Coach Popovich. Of course, it is, for all intents and purposes, it is a trophy, but it is also an exhibition game of sorts, with a little bit of competitive flavour to it for a trophy, of course. Gregg Popovich knows all about winning trophies now. Even before the Champions League, he won the International Champions Cup competition in the pre-season. Carlo. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. It's really close, to be fair. It's just offside. It wasn't a bad decision by Igalo. Igalo was on loan to Manchester United. His loan has been extended because of everything that was going on. And I think Popovich will be grateful for that. He doesn't have a lot of options at the striker's position. Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford have been a catalyst strike force, but if they go down, there's not a lot of options outside of them. Pogba. Oh, and he's giving it away to Susau. That was rather unfortunate. So Campos. Sevilla being forced wide. Wonderful play there by Wan-Bissaka. It's a beautiful ball. Here's Igalo. And Van der Beek. Bruno Fernandes. Wonderful touch. Fernandes! He could have scored his hat-trick anyway, even with the missed penalty. When Manchester United pass, they pass with such purpose and fizz with the ball. Gregg Popovich has got such a likeable style about his play. And this Premier League season is going to be fun when we start all over again next week. Ivan Rakitic is coming off for Nemanja Gage for the final 10 minutes of the game. Bruno Fernandes really has come into lay under Coach Popovich. It's almost like he fits everything Popovich has been trying to do with his squad in the last 3 seasons. The third one just gone, of course. Lindelof. Van der Beek. Wonderful base turn there by Fernandes. Well stubbled by Cantone, to be fair. He really did well. Michel. De Jong. De Jong has been brought down. No foul given. I'll take it by Paul Pogba. Well played by Pogba, going to Rashford. Marcus Rashford. And straight to the keeper, unfortunately. Wonderful play there from Pogba, though. There's Navas. Olivier Torres. Taken there by Van der Beek. Well played there by Van der Beek as well, with the ball close to his feet. Wan-Bissaka has left his man for pace. Bissaka with a cross. And Fernandes can't get there. And it's a free kick to Sevilla. And there's 1 minute plus added on time to go then. And Manchester United looking like they're starting as they mean to go on. They've played really well this evening, to be fair. By penalty was unfortunate, but rightly given. But aside from that, Manchester United have played as they mean to go on for the rest of the season, you'd feel. 6 minutes of added on time, though. That's a lot of added on time, to be fair. I guess Manchester United now are going to throw every man behind the ball. Sevilla need to get on with it, really. Goodbye. And here comes Martial. And here comes Igalo. It looks like Sevilla might have run out of legs. Bissaka. De Jong. Campos is going to leave by, and Bissaka behind him. And whip it in. He's going to. Sousa's going to beat Telles, and David De Gea has cut it out. Oh my! I was sure that Sousa was going to score there, and here they come again. And we need a replay. David De Gea phenomenally keeping that out, just like he did with Neymar. Twice. Once for 12 yards and one afterwards. David De Gea, just phenomenal save. I'm not even sure how he pulled that off. Manchester United are the Super Cup winners for 2020. And they have earned every single shade of it. And a stunning last minute save by David De Gea. I think we need to see that on the replay. Obviously the goal line technology is in effect, so obviously the referee would have been notified if the ball crossed the line. David De Gea somehow keeping that out, and he was phenomenal against Paris Saint-Germain, and he's done so again tonight. If Manchester United could just keep that kind of display for the league and the FA Cup, the two that have eluded Coach Popovich so far, this might be a sight that Gregg Popovich sees once again. He's done it in Europe though, Gregg Popovich, again, and he's redeemed himself for that first season loss against Sevilla in the Champions League. And Popovich is making a habit of that. He just needs to redeem himself in the league and FA Cup. A phenomenal performance by United by all accounts. It would have been a cliche had Bayern not conceded the penalty, but aside from that, very, very positive signs going into the year. And once again in the pre-season, Coach Popovich wins a trophy. Manchester United 2, Sevilla 1.